All right, what's everybody got?
Jordan Leggett, what's the update on him?
Probably going to be out. Thank goodness for Big Rod Byers. He's really come through for us, man. He's gotten all the work and has really kind of gotten it down, and is going to be a guy that we think can help us in the ball game. You know, we're really glad that we made that move, however many, couple months ago or whatever. Because at this point now, with a few weeks of bowl practice, he can really function for us. We didn't anticipate him ending up at tight end, but that's just kind of how it worked out. But he's really given us a good thumper at the position. So we'll roll our sleeves up and go to work with Coop and Big Rod.
Anyone else not make it through the week?
No, that's it. Everybody else is good to go.
Hey, Coach, can you compare Oklahoma to anybody that you guys have played in your league or in non-conference when you watch them?
You know, they're similar to Florida State in that regard. I mean, in the fact that they love to run the football, and they can run the football. Very experienced offensive line, just like Florida State. Florida State was, I think, all seniors. Maybe had one young guy, and these guys are veteran group. This is the biggest bunch we've seen. I mean, these are some mammoth guys. But I would say the Knowles got a couple of similar guys outside at wide out. At number 3 they got is an electric football player, kind of like that 80 for Florida State. But you know, we've seen a lot of good teams, and we just kind of judge them each and every week on their own merits. And these guys were picked number 1 because everybody looked at their personnel coming back, and you know, they had a lot of people back. And those same people and the same reasons they were picked number 1 are still there. You know, they've had a couple of tough losses and had some key injuries and things like that. But they're getting their quarterback back. He's a really good football player. Obviously, he's been out. He does a great job of extending plays, runs well. He's a kind of another dimension when he's in there. But they got 3 running backs, all physical. Again, when I just think of a team, I think of Florida State, because they're very complete, and they really want to have that run action type of game right at you.
I'm guessing Gurley's at the top of the list, but where does Piron rank as running backs you've seen this year?
Well, he's number 1 in the world because he's the only guy I've ever known that's rushed for almost 500 yards in a ball game. So he's a load. He is a load. Great player. But really, they're going to play 3 guys, 28, 21. They'll get in there, and they all can do some very damaging things, in their own right. But he's a 240-plus pounder, bowling ball kind of guy that's hard to get your arms around, hard to tackle. You can't arm tackle this guy. You got to really hit him and wrap him up. You got to gang tackle. But he's outstanding. He's got the numbers to back it up. He's got a great offensive line leading the way for him.
Dabo, this is the first game in 3 years that Chad hasn't called the plays. Do you expect to be more involved in the play calling?
No. I've always been involved in play calling. That's what it's kind of funny when I hear that. I've always been involved. 4 years in Chad's been here, I've always been involved. I've said that many times. We've always had a collaborative effort. Chad, one of the best things is always listen. My role won't be any different than it's been the last 4 years. It'll be exactly the same. Got all the confidence in the world in Jeff and Tony. They'll do a great job. And it's good. This is good. It's a really good opportunity for our offensive guys just to, like I said, get kind of a trial run into what's coming next year. This will be a good experience. So when we do line up and play that first game next year, we've kind of been there, done that. And we're just going to be a ton further ahead this spring than we would have been if we had not kind of gotten things in place for the bowl season. So we're really fortunate with that. It's been fun working with Street, sitting in with the quarterbacks on those meetings. I mean, he's really done a nice job. So I think for him especially, he's going to be that much further along. So when we sit down and we go through all of our cut-ups postseason, it'll all mean a lot more than it would have been if he was just getting there. And that's going to allow us, I think, to really speed up the process this spring.
Still set with bowl wear?
Yeah.
Mike, how's he look?
Good. He's a good football player. He's played well for us all year. Next man up.
Seems like a lot of prep